Mercy killing is always a controversial issue. It is heartbreaking when see the one you love lie on the bed and to fight with the disease. Especially you were told by the doctor that it is difficult for a patient to recover. On one hand, you don't want to see your family struggle in the pain. On the other hand, it will bring lots of sorrow if you let him use mercy killing. I think it is hard to make the choice. For my opinion, I think mercy killing is the most painless method to let the patient free from the disease. And it can let families heart free too. And after the funeral, the family can back to the normal life.
I disagree your opinion. Nobody have the right to deprive of others' life. Doctors should do their best to save the patient. This is the duty of doctors. On the other hand, facing the truth of our relatives have suffered from incurable illness, we should accompany him to that moment. We should stick to our affection and filial piety, right? Besides, taking medicine on schedule can relieve the pain of patient. The fear from their pain can also slip away. Mercy killing also brings a big impact on society and law. Our ethical consciousness in human relationships will be affected. This is not an ideal situation.
Okay, sorry, man. But in the point of economic points of view, it's not. I can't agree with your saying because let me take an example. If you're living in Taiwan's hospital, you have to cost at least $1,000 at least. But if you're living in the hospital for a year, you have to spend more than about hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's cause if your salary is $50,000 per month, then you have to cost 70% of income on the medical treatment. So it's only applicable to the upper class. So I don't think your saying is really good.
Maybe you're right. Poor man has no ways to keep a little hope in the cruel truth. But however, I would like to ask you: do you have a child? Have you ever been let your relative just lying down in front of you and said, and you know he's alive, and you know maybe someday he will wake up and grab your hand saying, "I miss you so much, Dad, Mom, I'm so love you." Can these things be measured by money? You know, people say that no matter how poor we are, we can't lose our hope. And I only want to ask you once: how much money will you pay to pay for your children, to let them awake and said, "Mom, Dad, I miss you again"?
to this point, I agree with your view. Family love can be measured by money, but money is the worst turn to take care of, and you can't deny this view. No money, no medicine, no hospice bed. Then you take care of him long term, and now just let him like a vegetable waiting for death. Do you think your life is successful? Besides, if your son is still alive, I think he either wants you to spend your saving on his body for living more with pain and then die. The pain isn't physiological but psychological.
Maybe you are right, maybe he will not wake up in the future. But all of this just maybe. We can predict what will happen in the future. Perhaps he will wake up miraculously in the future. But if you do this, you also deprive the right of his life. Just because your selfish opinion let him lose the opportunity of living. I don't think it's fair to him. Perhaps you will say the probability is very low. However, to see the world, there are many miracles that happen in the world. I think that the love of families and friends will make this happen. Whatever, we can just let go.
As what you said, all the things are all assumptions. But how about yours? You mean that the probability that he will wake up is very low. So in other words, the probability that he won't wake up is very high. And if before he wake up and we dead, what should we do? Moreover, like the first we have told at first, if we don't have enough money, how could we wait until he wake up? Since the above, mercy killing is more helpful and without any pain. It can make his family members more relaxed. They don't need to pay a lot of medical expenses and carrying anymore, right?